Hi, I'm Nicole Palmer, and I am speaking today on behalf of Friendship Home of Lincoln. Friendship Home is Lancaster County's only emergency confidential domestic violence shelter. Last year, Friendship Home served 1,525 victims of domestic violence. 60% of those being served in shelter were children. I want to tell you a story today about how your contributions can help families that we serve at Friendship Home. Sarah called our advocate in a whisper. She had waited until her abusive husband had stepped outside for a few minutes, and Sarah had shared with our advocate that things had intensified since her husband began working at home. He yelled at their children, and he had shoved Sarah into a wall. And Sarah had shared that she thought about calling Friendship Home many times in the last 13 years, but typically when things would escalate, Sarah would take her 3 children and go to her parents' house until things would settle down. But this time, her parents said that it was too risky due to their age and due to COVID-19 concerns. It just wasn't going to work. So with nowhere else to turn, Sarah called Friendship Home, and our advocate helped Sarah make a plan for staying safe and validating that Sarah and her children deserved a safe life without screaming, without threats, without violence. That was several weeks ago, and I am happy to report that Sarah and her children, 12, 10, and 6, are residing in single-family safe shelter with Friendship Home. And Sarah recently shared with our advocate that she feels more confident about this. She said she can do it this time, that she's tried before and it hasn't worked. But this time she really thinks she can leave her husband for good. With COVID-19, we have definitely seen a decrease in our numbers. And typically with an organization, I think you'd want to see that. But in Friendship Home's case, we know that a decrease in numbers means that our victims are isolated and they are not able to make the call that they need to for safe emergency shelter. When the rest of us find safety at home, some find home to be the most dangerous place on earth. For the safety of our staff and for those that we serve, we did need to close our communal shelter. And luckily, Friendship Home for over the past 5 years has had a single family shelter option. And so with the pandemic, we have been able to place our families in our single family shelters throughout the city. Our crisis line is still answered 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days out of the year. And what we're noticing is that with businesses beginning to open again and workplaces allowing employees to come back into on-site the work field, that we are noticing our numbers are increasing. Typically, an average wait list at Friendship Home would be 38. On a day-to-day basis. With COVID-19, there were times where we saw just as few as 2, which again is very uncommon for Friendship Home. Typically, we are serving 120 women and children in shelter every single day. And while we have a wait list, we still are serving individuals with safety planning, with crisis services, so that when they feel the time is right, because only the victim of domestic violence knows the safest time to leave their abuser. We are preparing them for the safest option for them to leave. Home is not supposed to be the most dangerous place on earth. And Friendship Home could not do the work that we do without you. So thank you. Every gift through the United Way Impact Fund makes a difference. And we want to thank you again for taking part in this program and having us here today to tell you a little bit more about us. Thank you.